How scary does the enemy have to be for Goku Black, Frieza, Goku, and Vegeta to come together and fight as one? This enemy eats time. He is not Zamasu or Chronoa. This is Time Devil himself. In future Trunks' timeline, a world already unstable by past disasters, there's a new and even more terrifying menace appears. A figure who looks exactly like Goku, but with a darker, more sinister presence. This is Goku Black. His arrival itself is catastrophic as he launches a devastating assault, destroying entire cities and killing half of humanity in a single attack, claiming it is justice as part of his twisted Zero Mortals plan to eradicate all mortal life. Trunks and a few others, like Mai, tried to fight back. They formed a small group to resist him, but it wasn't enough. Goku Black was too strong, and he kept getting even stronger after every fight. Trunks was badly hurt and almost out of options, so with Bulma's help, he used the time machine to travel back into the past. He escaped just before Goku Black could finish him off. Trunks arrives in the present timeline, exhausted and traumatized. He urgently warns Goku, Vegeta, and the others about the new threat. Someone who looks exactly like Goku is destroying the future. The Z fighters are stunned and skeptical, but the urgency in Trunks' plea convinces them to take action. Meanwhile, in the future, Goku Black notices the time machine's disappearance, and using his time ring, senses a distortion in space-time. This creates a portal, and Goku Black follows Trunks into the present timeline. When he arrives, everyone is shocked by his appearance. He is Goku's double, but with a darker aura, sterner eyes, and a distinct outfit, a dark gray gi, red sash, and Patara earring. Trunks, filled with anger, tried to attack him right away, but Vegeta held him back. Goku stepped forward to face his dark twin. The two began to fight. At first, they held back their full power, but soon, the battle grew wild. Goku Black seemed to enjoy the pain of fighting. He smiled during the battle, like it made him happy. He was dangerous in a scary, twisted way. The fight escalates, with both warriors exchanging blows and Kai blasts, each testing the other's abilities. As they fought, something strange started happening. Time and space began to shake. Goku Black noticed the time machine and realized what it was. Trunks, without meaning to, gave away how it worked. Before he was pulled back into his timeline by the time portal, Goku Black destroyed the time machine. Now Trunks and the others were stuck in the present. Beerus, observing the fight, notes that although Goku Black looks like Goku, his ki is dark and unfamiliar, hinting that something much deeper is at play. The Z fighters are left with more questions than answers. Trunks is devastated by the loss of the time machine, and the heroes realize they are facing an enemy unlike any they have encountered before, one with Goku's face, but a god's hatred for mortals and a plan for universal genocide. After the intense battle, Goku Black is violently separated from Zamasu's influence due to a catastrophic timeline disturbance. The timeline had become unstable because of all the time travel and the different versions of Trunks, Goku, and Zamasu being too close together. This made something inside Goku Black break. The time ring, which once anchored Zamasu's will, malfunctions during the chaos, fracturing the connection and leaving Goku Black's consciousness adrift. With Zamasu's godly essence weakened, the Saiyan spirit within Goku's body begins to reassert itself. Saiyan biology is known for its resilience and adaptability, and Goku's will starts to surface, clashing with the remnants of Zamasu's ideology. Goku Black, for the first time, experiences a flood of Goku's memories, moments of fighting for others rather than against them. This internal battle is catalyzed when Goku Black, witnessing Goku's selflessness in battle, subconsciously mirrors these actions, saving innocent lives during a natural disaster. Goku Black sees Goku not just as an enemy, but as a reflection of what he could be. The timeline instability causes fleeting visions, echoes of Goku's past sacrifices and victories, forcing Black to confront the reality that Goku's strength comes not from hatred, but from hope and trust in others. This realization shatters Zamasu's Zero Mortals plan, as Black begins to question the very foundation of his crusade. Haunted by these revelations and racked with guilt, Goku Black approaches Goku and Trunks. He confesses that the timeline's chaos has severed Zamasu's control, allowing Goku's true nature to resurface within him. He expresses genuine remorse, explaining that he now understands the value of life and wishes to make up for his actions. Though Goku and Trunks don't trust him right away, they sense the change in his Kai and demeanor, and after witnessing his selfless acts, begin to believe in his desire for redemption. Just as the Z fighters begin to accept Goku Black as an ally, a far greater menace reveals itself, the Time Devourer. He's an ancient cosmic entity born from the chaos of broken timelines and corrupted time energy. It feeds on the fabric of time itself, growing stronger with every paradox and temporal disturbance. Its goal is to consume all timelines, erasing entire universes to become a singularity of infinite power. Its awakening was triggered due to the chaos chaos caused by Goku Black's initial rampage and the repeated time travel attempts by Trunks and others. The Time Devourer is a huge, dark, shadowy figure with shifting forms, capable of warping reality and manipulating time around it. Its presence threatens not just the future timeline, but the entire multiverse. Recognizing the existential threat, Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, and Goku Black rally the Z-Fighters and even former enemies. Characters like Piccolo, Android 17, and even Frieza, though temporarily join forces, understanding that this is a battle beyond personal grudges. They start to prepare, train themselves for the most vicious enemy. They understand that brute strength alone won't be enough, so they focus on mastering control over temporal energy and refining their unique abilities to counter time-based attacks. Goku Black, having once been fused with Zamasu, a Supreme Kai apprentice with mastery over time manipulation, he shares crucial knowledge about temporal energy flows and vulnerabilities in entities that manipulate time. He explains how the Time Devourer's power rises and falls with the phases of temporal distortion it creates. It makes it susceptible during transitions between its elemental attack cycles. The fighters train to coordinate their attacks to disrupt the Devourer's elemental phases, exploiting moments when it cycles between its powerful elemental states, like its black and white phases, which are strongest but also predictable. This synergy is key to preventing the Devourer from unleashing its most devastating attacks like Ultra Nova and Holy Light. Whis and Beerus contribute by teaching the Z-Fighters advanced techniques to sense and manipulate time energy. Whis instructs on how to maintain temporal stability during battle to avoid falling victim to the Devourer's reality-warping effects. Beerus demonstrates the use of Hakai. That technique alone is capable of erasing existence across timelines. It can weaken the Devourer's regenerative abilities if used strategically. The plan to seal the Time Devourer. Recognizing that the Time Devourer's regeneration and layered existence erasure make it nearly invincible, the heroes devise a multi-pronged plan centered on sealing the entity rather than outright destroying it. The team aims to summon the Super Dragon Balls, whose wish-granting power can manipulate reality and timelines on a cosmic scale. The wish will be used to create a temporal prison, sealing the Devourer in a stable time loop where it cannot consume or distort other timelines. Trunks wields the newly forged Sword of Hope. That's a weapon crafted from rare materials infused with divine and temporal energy. This sword has the unique ability to cut through time distortions and sever temporal anomalies, making it the only weapon capable of physically restraining the Devourer's shifting form. The plan involves using the Sword of Hope to strike the Devourer at critical moments when its elemental phases reset, temporarily weakening its defenses. Simultaneously, the Z-Fighters will channel their combined energy to maintain the temporal prison's stability, preventing the Devourer from escaping or regenerating. Using all of Goku Black's knowledge, the team times their attacks to interrupt the Devourer's elemental barrage sequences, such as its transition from Holy Light to Ultra Nova, to reduce the damage they face and create openings for Trunks' decisive strikes. As the Time Devourer cycles through its destructive elemental phases, Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, and Goku Black coordinate their attacks, exploiting the precise moments of weakness Goku Black identified during training. Whis and Beerus use their divine powers to stabilize the timeline, preventing the Devourer from escaping into alternate realities. At the critical moment, Trunks, empowered by the energy of his allies and wielding the Sword of Hope, delivers a decisive strike that pierces the heart of the Time Devourer, just as Goku and Vegeta unleash a synchronized energy assault. The Devourer is weakened enough for the Super Dragon Balls to be activated. The team wishes for the Time Devourer to be sealed in a permanent temporal prison, unable to threaten any timeline again. With the Time Devourer sealed, Goku Black faces a crossroads. Having proven his redemption through selfless acts and by risking his life for the multiverse, he chooses not to remain in the main timeline. Instead, Whis offers him a chance at a new beginning. Goku Black departs to a restored, peaceful Timeline 1, where he can live as a protector, free of Zamasu's influence and the shadow of his past. During the battle, Frieza fights alongside the heroes, motivated by self-preservation and the promise of a wish from the Super Dragon Balls. However, true to his nature, Frieza attempts to betray the group at the last moment, seeking to claim the wish for himself. His scheme is quickly thwarted by Vegeta and Android 17, who anticipated his greed and betrayal. Frieza is forced to retreat, vowing revenge. The Time Devourer is destroyed, but Frieza remains a persistent, unpredictable threat in the future. Zamasu's essence, weakened and fragmented after the timeline's restoration, and the sealing of the Time Devourer, is left weak in the void between timelines. While he is not destroyed, he has lost all his powers. He could use them to influence events for now. This leaves the door open for a possible return in the distant future. But for now, Zamasu's threat is neutralized, and the multiverse is safe.